Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how's everybody doing today? Well, guys, I think it took me long enough. Ever since Paddy Potato Peelers put this open tag out, I've been tossing this around and thinking about this in my room and going back and forth, pulling knives out, putting knives back, pulling knives out, putting knives back. Because I'm going to tell you right now, these open tags, okay, they are hard to do. Okay, whether you're talking 3 knives, 5 knives, 2 knives, once you accumulate as many knives as I have and as many knives as I love, it really, I mean, it really puts it in another perspective. It really does, guys. And I like my open tags to count. I just don't want to throw 3 pieces up there like a lot of people do just to shoot the video. So let's move along with this. These are my 3 knives that if I lost them, I would definitely replace them, do whatever it took to get these back in my collection again. Okay? All right, the first piece is this is my cold steel range boss. This piece here, guys, never, ever, ever goes far from my eyesight. I mean that. I can't explain to you guys what this knife means to me. It's $40. You could get them all day long for 40 bucks. I just have an infatuation with this particular piece. The thinness, the slenderness, the way it fits in my hands, the lightness, the blade. This clip blade is just, it's just an awesome, big, nice clip. I love this knife so much. I sent it off, $40 knife. I actually sent off to have modded. I had the scales done. Shout out to Nathan's Knives. He did a beautiful work on the scales here. He did the spine. You guys all saw this probably a million times. But now that Nathan has done this with this knife, I love it even more. I love it even more. It doesn't really go far, like I said, from my eyesight. I carry it every single day. It's on my nightstand. It does not leave me. It doesn't leave me. This is the Cold Steel Range Boss. It would have to be replaced, guys, and I think most of yous would agree, and yous know how I feel about this knife here. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2 is a piece that we need to talk about a little bit more in depth. This is the kooby heiress. The kooby heiress. This particular piece was when I discovered it a long time ago. We'll tell the story on this knife quickly. Gear towards gear back in the day. Fantastic guy, fantastic YouTuber, and content creator. And he always used to put out fantastic pieces. He put out this knife on how he liked it and this, that, and the other. And it was a great budget piece and this, that. And I bought it. I went out and bought it. And ever since I bought this kooby heiress, it's still to today, is my favorite. Now, guys, I have many. I have more budget blades than you've got hair on your head. This kooby heiress is still my favorite budget blade, coming in at $50 in my collection. It's the most fantastic $50 knife that you'd ever want to put your eyes on or your hands on. It comes in D2 steel. It's got this, this has got a beautiful dark acid stonewash blade here. Beautiful swedging, very, very unique blade style here going on with this piece, guys. This D2 blade is just, I put an edge on this blade if you can see it. It is absolutely screaming sharp. The blade again is just a one-off. It's like something you've never seen before. We'll move down, we'll talk about the scales. The scales are true carbon fiber through and through. There are no voids, no gaps, no openings on this carbon fiber at all. Spyderco can't even get this right. Spyderco does a G10 overlay on their carbon fiber knives, okay? And they're $200 knives. Let's put this in perspective here. The clip is a true milled titanium clip. Flip it around. I love that clip. That clip is just awesome. As many times as I had this in and out of my pocket, it's one of the best clips I ever seen, I ever had go in my pocket. It's just a fantastic milled clip. Titanium, real titanium backspacer. That's just elegant. Doesn't look cheap, you know, like a $50 knife, like kind of wonky and just not. It just looks right. You know what I mean? It's there. It's fantastic. The carbon fiber, again, no voids. Everything is just beautiful on it. Beautiful. It's a liner lock, D2 steel. Action. We're going to talk about action now. It is as good or better as some of my higher end knives that I have ever handled in my life. I've handled a lot of knives, guys. This action is so superb and dialed in. I just cannot explain what this knife, I don't want to hit none. This knife is just, I'm telling you guys, this knife is so good. This knife has been flipped 1,001 times. Look at the centering. I've had this knife for years. Till today, this is still the best kooby out there, in my opinion, on the market today. Now, kooby is hitting above the marks. If you follow the budget scene, kooby is killing it. And they have a lot of great budget knives, okay? This kooby heiress is still leading the pack. It's still leading the pack in my opinion. And that is saying a lot because kooby is producing some fantastic knives out there on the market today. This is still above the top. Look at this. Look at the carbon fiber on this. Action again is just spot on. Just I can't explain it. I just really can't. The blade shape. Look at the blade. Now, I took some time with this one. I did want a special edge put on this one. And it really came out fantastic. This is what happens when you take your time on your edges. Anybody could put an edge on their knife like this. If you just take your time, you got that right angle, and you just take your time with it, and you got that angle down. You could achieve, edges like this. Guys, this is the kooby heiress, and that's my second pick, and it's just a mind blower. It's I'd have to replace it in a. I couldn't even tell you how fast I'd have to replace that. Last but not least, guys, I love Shatten Morgan knives. You guys know I'm into Shatten Morgans. I'm into my traditionals. When I got this piece here, when I purchased this and it came and I unboxed it, I thought that I didn't, I mean, it was so awesome to me. This purple, this deep, that is a purple jig. The jigging on this piece is done so fantastic. The shield is just so beautiful. Everything is just so smooth. Everything's so softened. This is, to me, I would have to immediately run out and see if I could get this piece again. Not really sure if I could get this model again, or the same configuration and color, and but I would definitely have to at least give it my all, because this is an important piece in my collection. You know what I mean? This makes up a lot of me, you know. I just love the canoe pattern. And I love this colorway on this deep purple. The jigging is done fantastic. The blade is, I mean, some of the most fantastic stuff that I've ever seen in a traditional knife that I could ever want. And this is it. I mean, I'd have to try and replace this Shatten Morgan purple jig bone canoe. It's not much else to be said. It's just, unless you've handled this, unless you've felt what I'm talking about, and you like canoe pattern knives, you know what I mean? Shatten Morgans. But it's just a fantastic piece. And I will always treasure this. And I enjoy carrying this in my slip. And I just really, it brings me, I smile. Just now when I'm looking at it through the screen right now, it makes me smile. I'm smiling, you know? It's fantastic, and it would have to be replaced. That's all there is to it. Guys, that is my 3 pieces that I would definitely have to replace immediately. And I think that that's just about going to do it. And please, all you guys, step in and do the tag, because Paddy's a fantastic guy, and let's do this open tag. And I want to see everybody's knives. I want to see their 3 picks. So, yeah, why don't everybody just jump in and participate? So that'd be great. All right, guys. I greatly appreciate you. Drop me a comment. Paddy, I thank you, buddy, for this tag. Had a lot of fun doing it. And looking forward to seeing more knives. Okay, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.